नमस्ते एवरीवन। आज की इस एक्सप्लेनर में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। आई एम एब्सोल्युटली थ्रिल्ड टू डाइव इनटू टुडेज मैसिव न्यूज़ ब्लॉक विद ऑल ऑफ यू। आजकल दुनिया में इतना कुछ चल रहा है, फ्रॉम दीज ह्यूज नेशन वाइड प्रोटेस्ट्स एंड क्रेजी डेटा लीक्स टू सोशल मीडिया कंट्रोवर्सीज दैट आर लिटरली ब्रेकिंग द इंटरनेट। इट कैन फील कंप्लीटली chaotic, राइट? बट हे, डोंट वरी, एज ऑलवेज हम यहाँ हैं इस सबको एक क्लियर लॉजिकल स्ट्रक्चर में ब्रेक डाउन करने के लिए। सो लेट्स जस्ट डाइव राइट इन एंड मेक सेंस ऑफ ऑल दिस नॉइज टुगेदर। आज हम इस पूरे क्योटिक न्यूज साइकिल को 4 मेजर ब्लॉक्स में टैकल करेंगे। फर्स्ट अप, द नीट प्रोटेस्ट फॉलआउट। सेकंड, we'll look at technology and data leaks. Third, some of the most heated social controversies. Or finally, climate, global and viral news. Let's get straight to our very first block.
Section 1. The NEET protest fallout. यह एक ऐसा मुद्दा है जिसने बेसिकली पूरे देश को हिलाकर रख दिया है। Let's see exactly how this escalated.
So it all started with the paper leak, which, as we know, sparked massive student outrage. To control the damage, the government introduced a super strict anti-paper leak bill. We're talking up to 10 years in jail and a 10 crore rupee fine. But the pressure just didn't stop there. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan resigned. Interestingly enough, this actually mirrors a really similar corruption-related resignation by an education minister in Australia, Yvette Berry, around the exact same time. But back here, the resignation definitely didn't calm things down. Major clashes ended up erupting during a parliament march. और इस सब के बीच, you can see that reactions are highly divided. एक तरफ, the Supreme Court bluntly refused an urgent listing regarding police action on the protesters. The Chief Justice literally said, "Don't waste our time." Then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, NEET UG re-exam topper Panchal Bansal took a very pragmatic view. He basically asked why he should go out and protest when he could just be home studying. It's a pretty stark contrast in perspectives. And honestly, this next point brilliantly illustrates the larger frustration with the whole political system. Geetanjali Anamo, she's the wife of climate activist Sonam Wangchuk, posted this incredibly powerful quote. She tagged both PM Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi, writing, "India needs more than just change of government. It needs a change in the very grammar of politics." She pointed out a fascinating hypocrisy here. जब सोनम वांगचुक डिटेन हुए थे, तो बीजेपी IT सेल ने उन्हें anti-national बुलाया. और as जब उन्होंने कांग्रेस के प्रोटेस्ट को insincere कहा, तो कांग्रेस trolls उन्हें BJP stooges बुला रहे. She's essentially just calling out the toxic nature of current political trolling from all sides. But we have to remember the ground reality for ordinary people is incredibly serious. In Bihar, a suspended policeman was actually caught firing AK-47 shots during the protests, injuring 3 students. Over in Delhi, a 25-year-old man named Prashant suffered severe pellet gun injuries. And it's not even just the protesters getting caught up in this. Mohammed Junaid was detained by Delhi police simply for providing free food to people at Jantar Mantar, though thankfully he is now receiving legal assistance. Now, the Cockroach Janata Party has been right at the center of this storm too. After a viral video showed CJP leaders partying post-resignation, their spokesperson just dismissed the critics as uncles and aunties who don't understand Gen Z language. Moving forward, they're now expanding their demands to Punjab over alleged leaks there, and they're threatening even more protests if FIRs against students aren't withdrawn immediately. So, just to quickly recap Section 1, the NEET fallout has triggered some severe legal action, major resignations, and incredibly intense political maneuvering across the board. Okay, let's transition from the chaos on the streets to the silent but equally dangerous chaos in the digital world. Welcome to Section 2, Technology and Data Leaks. Ek terabyte, 1 TB. Just take a second to think about how many documents, how many photos, and how much highly personal information fits into 1 single terabyte. It's a genuinely staggering amount of data, and unfortunately, this 1 TB represents highly sensitive customer data that was leaked from the Bank of Baroda. Reports are indicating a massive system hack, and a techie even shared proof of this on X. Is leak में savings or current account records, loan data, net banking user details, or NRI records सब कुछ शामिल हैं. It's a massive, massive reminder for all of us to be super vigilant about our digital footprint. But it's not just our data that's vulnerable right now, it's our attention too. OpenAI's billionaire CEO Sam Altman recently confessed to completely deleting TikTok from his phone because it was simply too powerful. Even the guy leading the AI revolution admitted he couldn't control his usage, literally comparing it to a drug. I mean, agar tech giants khud ko bacha nahi pa rahe hain, तो it's definitely a huge wake-up call for the rest of us. We're going to end our tech segment with a really important story about corporate accountability. Down in Kerala, a consumer commission ordered Hyundai to pay 6.15 lakh rupees to a man who tragically lost vision in his right eye after his car's airbags totally failed to deploy in an accident. The commission completely rejected Hyundai's defense about the car having previous accidents, noting that proper airbag deployment could have absolutely mitigated those injuries. So wrapping up Section 2, from a massive 1 TB data breach at Bank of Baroda and Sam Altman's TikTok addiction to a major legal victory for consumer safety, technology is clearly continuing to challenge our daily lives. All right, brace yourselves for this next one because we are moving right into our third segment, social controversies and debates. आजकल social media पर जो heated arguments चल रहे हैं, हम उनको बिल्कुल neutrally analyze करेंगे. Let's start with some highly controversial statements made by figures associated with the RSS. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat sparked a lot of debate by calling live-in relationships a degradation and a blind imitation of the West, suggesting celibacy as a better alternative. Taking an even darker turn, RSS ideologue T.G. Mohandas sparked a massive row claiming he quote-unquote would have shot Jantar Mantar protesters and shockingly stating that secular women protesters enjoy being gang raped. In response to this, the Students' Federation of India has filed a formal police complaint. Now, jumping into some rapid-fire pop culture clashes from this week. Priyanka Chopra's mother was quickly debunked by a journalist after she asked online if CJP protesters used women and kids as human shields. Then, actress Richa Chadha sparked a whole other debate by saying, "We shouldn't respect senior citizens who have bhakti dementia," which drew a very sarcastic reply from actress Suzanne Burnett. And in the YouTube space, Anurag Dobal publicly accused his pregnant wife, Ritika Chauhan, of cheating, sharing alleged proof and sparking some massive online drama. So, recapping Section 3, it's just been a very intense week of extreme statements and nonstop internet drama. Okay, we've covered local protest, tech issues, and social media drama. Now, let's zoom out a bit for our final block. Section 4, Climate, Global, and Viral News. We are going from severe environmental warnings straight to some truly bizarre global moments. Globally, we are seeing some wild extremes right now. On the climate front, a historic 2026 El Niño could actually make 2027 the hottest year on record in 150 years, while Delhi NCR is already facing yellow alerts for heavy storms. We also saw some really sudden tragedies this week, like a deadly van crash at a Berlin LGBTQ event that left 1 dead and 16 injured, and a horrific incident where a bus skidded 25 meters and flipped in Kerala. Meanwhile, the internet gave us some of the most bizarre viral moments. A Chinese drone physically stopping a nighttime swimmer, Japan's prime minister going viral for a post about ironing her own undergarments, and a man sparking a massive railway probe just by lighting a prayer diya inside a moving train. Literally, never a dull moment.
So, we see these extreme climate warnings, tragic accidents all over, and wild social media behavior. It really begs the question, amidst all this chaos, क्या एक आम इंसान सच में कोई real difference make कर सकता है?
The answer to that lies in this number right here. 1 lakh, 100,000. It represents something truly, truly inspiring. I want you to meet N. Palace Sammy. He's an auto rickshaw driver from Tamil Nadu who earns just 250 rupees a day. Yet he spends almost all of his meager income planting trees. He personally invests in the cages, the bamboo supports, and puts in years of care to make a real environmental impact. Together with volunteers, he has distributed and cared for over 1 lakh free saplings. It is just an incredible story that proves you absolutely don't need to be a billionaire to change the world.
N. Palanisami's story leaves us with a really provocative thought today. If a man earning just 250 rupees a day can plant a literal forest, what impact are we making today? Something to think about, right? अगर आपको ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगा हो तो प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना। सारे PDFs के लिए मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करें, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है। कीप वॉचिंग एंड स्टे ट्यून्ड।